Fuel Esports has a lot of student staff and players, but other than watching their sick clips on stream, we don't really know too much about them. My name is Joshua Chen, also known as Boo, and for my rest of the time here, I'm going to be interviewing some of the key players that have been involved in Fuel throughout the years. Stay tuned as we have staff, players, and captains talk about how they got started at Fuel and how they've shaped Fuel throughout the years. All right, hello everybody. My name is Boo, and I am joined today by
JV Macpuge, also go by Nylander or Nylander.
yeah. And how long have you been at Fuel for?
Since 2022, the fall semester.
Yeah, and did you play a lot of games before that?
Yeah, I played a lot of games beforehand in the pandemic competitively. After I took a break from sports after high school, I just picked up competitive games and been just playing since.
Yeah, and were you captain when you joined immediately, or did you have to play for like a year?
I had to play a year under a different captain, and then after he graduated, I took over.
Yeah, and I know that throughout your time at Fuel, you've been involved in a bunch of different games. So how do you kind of balance all that time?
um, well, I am a business major, so there's naturally a lot of time there for me to go into these other games. CS, I was full focus on my first year, and then during that summer, I had gamed with the R6 team a lot, and they basically brought me up to speed and then let me compete under the ACAD team the following year. So then I was bouncing too, and then I also just dabble in other games like League, which naturally led me to TFT. In my first year, I remember playing in the Western WEGA TFT tournament. I made it to like I think it would be like top 32, and then went eighth. Um, and then got eliminated there. And then I didn't pick up TFT till this past year, which we finally made a team for.
Yeah, and we just talk about like the jump between these shooters, first-person shooters like CS and Valorant and that kind of stuff. How's the transition from those type of games into like something like TFT?
um, I mean, very different because in those games, like they're tac shooters, and then it's also a team-based game where I jump into TFT and I'm playing for myself, and it's more of like understanding, how that game, um, would like run like I guess efficiently
Mhm.
throughout the course of the game and just optimizing it.
Yeah, and I know that for like I want to say the past like 2 or 3 years, we've kind of been in conversations about starting the TFT team
Yeah.
until this year you finally actually like got it up and running. So what's it kind of like starting like a whole new team from scratch?
Well, I kind of had that this year at the start with CS. I'd been playing with the same few guys like every year for 3 years, and then those guys graduated. I have my economics degree. That's why I'm around for one more year. And um, this past fall, the CS team was brand new, so I was, left to bring everyone up to speed, but also we're going right away. So once that team was made, we had like a week to prepare, and then we're right into our season. So um, that helped me pick up for this winter semester where there was no CS2 team, and I picked up TFT. And at least there's less guys to kind of organize, and a lot of them had already been playing and understood. It's just that I was able to be there and fill in some gaps and then bring them up to a higher pace and a more optimized standard than what they're used to playing.
Yeah, and for those that kind of don't know, TFT is for the most part like a single, or not like a, or like a you play by yourself
Yeah,
against
yeah.
seven other people. So how is like making that or how do you bring like that team environment into a game like this?
I guess it just starts off with getting to know the guys. I only knew two of them, and then there was two new guys that I hadn't met before, but they were open to kind of joke around with each other and just get to know each other. And then from there, we just kind of built a friendship, and then we turned that into more of like team talk, and then just kind of pushing each other within the game,
Mm,
and just I mean, even just like say Jarmy on the team, he started off at like silver when he first joined the team.
mm.
I gave him my document on like it was a guidebook that I had made on the current meta and the patch, like what good comps there were at the time, and I kept updating it, and he would just kind of follow that. And even just from me like talking about TFT, he picked up on a lot of stuff, like his tempo changed, his understanding of metas and champs, all improved, and then I think he's Emerald 4 right now.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, that's a huge jump. And
Yeah.
same with like some other guys, like had only been gold or plat, and then they're all Emerald now.
Hmm. Yeah, so just kind of like helping them improve throughout the season, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and I kind of want to talk about like your personal life, because I've seen on Instagram that you've joined like the Brody League or like a basketball
Yeah.
team. So how do you feel like your time here at Fanshawe has kind of like affected that? Do you feel like you've become like a better leader or like just better personal skills?
I guess this goes all the way back from like high school, or even elementary school, because I was appointed like team captain of the like elementary basketball team, and then a little bit of a gut punch. I move on to high school, and then now I'm like a bench warmer initially. Even like my travel basketball team, like I just wasn't like up to speed as some of the starters and all that, so I was coming off the bench. Um, but from there, I took like pride and kind of like leadership coming off the bench and just being like a really good teammate in person, and then that just develops over time. And then you go like after I leave sports, um, and go into competitive gaming during the pandemic, picked up that team captain role, IGLing role, and it just kind of naturally enhanced
Hmm.
my abilities to do so, and it it built me to like the person I am today, pretty much.
Hmm.
And so for being in Brody, I guess for this season, the spring season. A lot of the guys on my team I know and I've played with in the past for basketball,
Hmm.
and some of them were like guys that I was in my senior year and they were in their ninth or 10th grade,
Hmm.
and I was just kind of like this like someone that they would look up to and
Hmm.
respect, and then I take that to Brody now where I'm with them again. We're all on the same level. Like that's how I view like all of us. We're all on the
Hmm.
same level, but once again, they all respect me as like this kind of captain figure, and what translates from my time at Fanshawe too is also helping me with Brody,
Hmm.
and playing basketball there. Because once again, I'm a team captain for that team. I might not be starting, and I might not be like the best player, but
Yep.
once again, like everything I've done pushes me to be the better person I am today.
Yeah, awesome. Do you have any final words or like shout outs to say to anything? Anybody?
Um, I know I'll save a lot for field word speech, but I guess shout out to like my original CS team because um, I was so scared, like on trying out for these teams, because I remember trying out for some of the athletics teams here at Fanshawe, and I had to make a decision whether I played on the fuel teams or if I played for the Fanshawe Falcons.
Hmm.
Um, and I took the bullets, and here I am.
Yeah.
So shout out to like, especially Cario Braden. It's one of my best friends from high school that I came to Fanshawe with. Tyler, he was someone that went to St. Clair, but I knew from online. We had been playing through that with the pandemic, and he's roommates with one of my high school friends. And then he came here at the same time as me, and once again, the three of us shared a lot of time together for
Mhm.
about 2 3 years within the CS team, winning some championships and all that. So, um, my time will like forever remember those days and all that. And then the other two guys, Sai and Uga Splata the captain, and Sai, unfortunately he graduated, but once he rounded off the team, Sai rounded off the team and was a cool guy. I wish I could still talk to him, but he's moved and not on as much.
Mhm.
And then Uga Splata, I think same thing, just working and all that. But someone, I looked up to because he was the guy. He was the team captain. He'd been the guy for at least the 2 years when CS was running before my time, and I was proud to take over as team captain and do it for kind of his honor.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right. Thanks for listening, guys. Stay tuned for more interviews coming soon.